Hi, 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 and welcome back to 5-Star ASMR. A little intro, which I don't normally do. I'm really sorry for not posting. I've sort of been in a slump where I had no inspiration, but I am glad that you called me because now I can do your makeup. So okay, first is primer. So I'm gonna get my primers out. I have two, which I use. I use two primers when I'm doing my makeup. So when I'm doing yours, I'll use two primers too. The first one makes everything like super sticky, and the second one is, it fills your pores and it gives you a better, smoother complexion underneath. Okay, let me get started. Let me do the pore filling one first. It's green. Okay. Spread it over your face. Okay, and the second one, let me just run this one dry. Okay, second one is the gripping one. Great. Okay, perfect. The next thing I'm going to do is your brows. So I have two options. We can either do a brow pencil, or we can do, I have a brow brush, and then I can dip it in like makeup and do it that way. We can do one and one, and then you can change it if you don't like it. Yeah? Okay, great. So based on your hair color, I'm trying to see what would be the best brow color for you. And I normally go for brown, so I'm gonna give you brown too. Okay, if that's, it's fine. We can do like browny black. I think that will work. Okay, ready? I'm just gonna brush your eyebrows up, and then I'm gonna add like a little bit of gel, and then, okay, so let me brush them up. And then I'll brush this one up. Okay, now let me go in with the brow gel. Okay. Good. And then let me do your other eyebrow. Okay. Perfect. Next, I'm gonna fill them in, okay? I'm sorry, I've been kind of distracted. But let me finish filling in your brows, or start filling in your brows. I really can't remember. My memory's all over the place because I haven't been using my brain. How's life, by the way? I forgot to ask you. Let me just hold your face. Yeah, I forgot to ask you, how's life going? And then I'm gonna just do your other eyebrow. If you had to rate your day out of 10, and like 1 being the worst day in the world, the ground should swallow you up, and 10 being the best day, even if you fell and broke your arm, everything would be okay. What would you rate it? Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm jealous or relieved. I would rate my day maybe a 4. It wasn't that bad. I stayed in bed and watched movies, and I did some late studying. Oh, so I'm going to fill in your brows a little bit more with some eyeshadow and a brow brush because I feel like the ends can be sharper. But that's just because I'm picky. If you're okay with them, then we can leave them. Right, you can't see them. Well, I don't have a mirror, unfortunately. I don't own any mirrors because I don't know why I don't own any mirrors. That's kind of bad. I use my phone. Even if I'm like driving, not me driving, but if I'm being driven and I need to do my makeup in a car, I'll just use my phone. Okay, so I have a brow brush. Can you see it's like angled? And then I have like a little spoolie, which is normally used for the gel. Okay, so I have my eyeshadow palette, and then I'm just going to fill in the end of your brows, okay? Okay. And then I've got the eyeshadow, and then I'm gonna shoop, 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 shoop. And then I'm gonna get some more. And then I'm just gonna shoop, 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 shoop. 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 Okay, your eyebrows are perfect now. Let us move on. So I don't really do a full face, like ever. So it's gonna be really hard for me to do a full face on you. So I'm gonna do my best here. Do you have your concealer? Because I feel like we wouldn't match. If not, I can use clear concealer, which sounds like it shouldn't exist. But it does. It really does. Or like it's clear / color changing. It color changes. Well, I have a palette and you're seriously going to doubt me. But I have a palette full of colors and I have a bunch of palettes. And I think maybe I can color correct using my knowledge of color theory. I know it doesn't look like it, but I have pretty good color theory knowledge. So if I just put on, the primer's already on. So I'm just going to go based on where you need it and add some like oranges and some blues and greens. If that's okay with you, do you trust me? I know it's a lot to ask. You do? Okay, that's good. I'm going to go with a bit of orange here. In like your darker areas, so like under your eyes, under your eyes, under your eyes, under your eyes, under your other eye, under your other eye, under your other eye. Then I'm gonna go like around your mouth and then under your nose, because you have a bit of darkness there. Get a bit more product under your eyes, and then I feel like you have some darkness. I was about to say inside of you. You don't have darkness inside of you, don't worry. You have a bit of darkness in like your inner corner. So I'm gonna try and get in there with my pinky. Okay. And then you have like some light acne. But that's not bad because I have really bad acne. So it can't be worse than mine. So we're gonna add a bit of like blue and green for the redness around your eyes too. Yeah. Okay, and let me just pat it on your skin. Okay, and let me just... Okay, I think that's good. So your concealer is all done. I've pretty much made you look as matte as possible. So now we're going to do contour, blush, all of that amazing stuff. Do you want nose contour? Yes? I shouldn't have asked that question. And then we'll give you like some really chiseled model cheeks. All over my Instagram reels, I've been getting how to get model contour, so I'm the best at it. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of this on your face, and I have a little bit on my brush too, so we're gonna do both. Okay, draw some lines. If I could just hold your head. Okay. And then we'll just do some on your forehead just to make it a little bit smaller, not that it's big. It's just easier if I put it in specific places. When I do my blush placement, I know whether to go like above or below. And then we'll do some jawline ones, some proper right here to give you that perfect jawline. Okay. I think I've lost my cover. It's fine, I'll find, oh, I found it. Okay, we're just gonna brush, okay? Brush, 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 brush. And then we're gonna do like your cheekbone area. I have had a mind blank about 3 times today. That's okay. Let me just sit up better so I can get a better look at that of you and do a better job, okay? This is really fast at the beginning, but I think I've lost my extra energy. And then we'll just do your forehead, and I think we'll do that super fast so I can get to the best bit. Best bit, blush. So, I don't know, and you know yourself best. Do you want red blush or orangey blush or pink blush? I have a buttermilk blush from NYX or NYX. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. Buttermilk blush. This is shade 11. And then I have like an orangey colour, which you're going to have to imagine because it doesn't look orange, it looks pink. I can use a mix. If you have a mix, you get like a really nice natural blush colour. You know, like in cartoons or in Snow White, things like that. Yeah? Okay. You're going to watch the new Snow White movie. I was really psyched to watch it, but they haven't got it in the cinemas near me. So I'm probably going to have to buy it when it comes out on DVD, which I think no one does anymore. If you could just hold your head, I'm just going to go, oh, do you want blush across the nose? Or do you want like high-placed blush to make you look more model-like? High-placed blush, okay. Yeah, they don't have Snow White in the cinemas near me, so. The nearest one is like 15 miles away, and that's really far. And it's gonna take a long time to go there and come back, and I don't like leaving my house. Which is why I'm so surprised to come here, but here we are. So I don't think I'm gonna go. But I am excited for the Marvel movie Thunderbolts, because I'm a big Marvel fan. Marvel or DC? No comment. I like them both. But I'm a big Marvel fan. I think your blush is perfect. I'm gonna do a little bit. A little bit. You won't notice it. I didn't do your nose contour. I'm evil. I'm so sorry. I'll do it right now. I have a nose contour brush too. And then just gonna go like right here, just to blend it out so it looks a bit more natural. Oh my gosh, I think this might actually be amazing. Okay. Now, we can either give you really soft, light, amazing soft girl aesthetic eyeshadow, or we can give you intense, fierce Billie Eilish eyeshadow. Billie Eilish. Okay, that's fair enough. I've been doing that for a while too. I bought some kohl liner, so this is perfect. Now, I have a brown liner. I have a metallic brown kohl liner. I want to say it's a kohl eyeliner, but it's like a metallic brown, which you can't really see on my skin, but it's like the color of this. Yeah, that's what it looks like in your under eye. It doesn't really work for me, for my skin color, because it doesn't show up. And then, you know, my eyes are like really dark brown, so they just eat it up. And then my eyes look black, which isn't bad, but so I have the kohl eyeliner. Okay, it's black. So I need you to, we can do it two ways. We can just do it really quickly and then add a bunch of powder on top, and then you'll probably cry a lot and then ruin all of your concealer, or we can dry your waterline beforehand. You want to dry it beforehand? Okay, so if you look upwards, like here, I will pull your eyelid down slowly, and then I'll just like dry the inside. I swear you won't even feel it. You could look up here for me, look up here, and I'm just gonna multitask with one hand. I'm brilliant. Like that. Okay, we only have a few minutes before your eye water's up again. Okay, hold it open. Oh, I did it. Okay, let's do the next one. I know, I'm sorry, I'm getting it in your eye. I'm sorry. Okay, kohl liner right now, okay? Don't blink, don't breathe, okay? Ooh, okay. Powder. I need to go powder before I admire your eyes anymore, because they are a stunning color. Brush. We need a very skinny brush. Oh, I found it. Okay, very skinny brush. It's gonna go in and it's going to bedazzle you. And I have a black powder on this one, so I'm just gonna get that. Okay, perfect. Let's just go like in your waterline and then like pat it on, pat. And then we're gonna do the other eye, okay? Okay. I think that's actually really good. We're just going to bring it out a bit more so you have sort of a wing. And then I'm going to do your upper eye, which is going to be harder than doing the lower eye. Ooh, okay. I'm just going to pull your eyelid up. And I am ambidextrous. I did teach my left hand how to write. I did teach my left hand how to write. Okay, I'm just going to go over. See, this is the last one. Okay, that's perfect. Highlighter, setting spray, and then you're done. Okay, so highlighter. I use this tiny brush to highlight because it really gets in the places where you want it to go. So here's where we're going to highlight. We're going to highlight the brow bone underneath, and then we're going to highlight just this bit in the nose, and then we're going to highlight down here, and then your top lip, and then your chin. I don't highlight my chin because I personally have like some bumps there. I know you've noticed I have a big, super big red bump at the bottom of my nose, which has been hitting the light perfectly. But please ignore it. Anyway, highlighter. I'm just gonna do your brow bone on each side, taking like the littlest amount you won't even notice. I'm gonna do your nose. I'm gonna do like the tip in like a V shape with a circle on top. Okay, and then I'm just gonna highlight the inner corner of your eyes, but I'm gonna really blend it out because I don't want it to look like you're wearing highlighter. I just want your eyes to look shiny, which is kind of weird, but don't worry, it will just bring everything to the middle. Yeah, okay, we do like up a bit more, and then I've seen this and I don't know if it'll work, but we're gonna like do highlighter like here. This is actually stunning. Last thing we're going to do is some lip liner. No, you're not feeling it? We'll do lip gloss, and then we're going to do my favourite trick. So, 2 things. You should always use, if you want to finish off your makeup and have it look super, super smooth, you should use a setting powder with your colour, like the colour you want to look like, which should be 2 different colours. You should have your foundation colour and then sort of like your concealer colour, which should be different. Which is totally fine. It took me a few tries to figure that out. I used to have foundation colour that should have been concealer colour, and concealer which should have been foundation. I was looking crazy. Absolutely crazy. Have your setting powder colour, and then you should have baking powder, which should go, not actual baking powder, but you should have a translucent powder or like a baby powder. If you don't want to go for a branded one, you should have a baby powder with it. So a setting powder that's coloured and a translucent powder. Okay, sorry. I get a bit carried away because I really like how it opens, even though it's just a normal twist jar. Okay, so I have my little patter with your colour on it. We're just going to pat. We're going to go under your eyes, up to the sides, middle, chin, a little bit under here. We're going to go crazy. Oops, sorry. Perfect. And then I'm going to go in with my translucent powder. Why I have it in a jar, I just bought so much and it spilled all over the floor. I was very disappointed because I spent so much on it. In a jar because I won't lose it then. You put a little bit in the cap. I'm really worried about turning this. And then you dip this on it. And then I'm gonna be careful. Do you want to know a fun fact? I don't really know if it's a fun fact. It's kind of a sad fact. It's not really a fact. But I was doing makeup and I got baking powder, translucent powder. I'm just going to pat with this one now. Translucent powder all over my phone. And I thought it was fine. It's just powder. It got backed up in my phone speakers. You know the little holes at the bottom? So I ruined my phone doing that. And I had to buy a new one because the speakers were done. I couldn't make any videos because the sound would be like... there would be a barrier, so the sound was really weird and delayed. And I thought, oh no, I've dropped my phone plenty of times and the speaker's been fine, everything's been fine, but it was just that day. I couldn't use the speakers for anything. I couldn't use them to film anything, and when I went outside and I wanted to like take photos of the sunset and of the like wildlife, because I live near the woods and near farms, couldn't hear anything. It was brilliant. Okay, I'm so sorry. Now onto setting spray. Close your eyes. Okay, you can open your eyes again. You look stunning. I'm going to give you the tiniest bit of lip gloss on your bottom lip. I know, it brings attention down there. And don't worry, it'll go onto your top lip by, you know, being so close. And when you talk, so we're just going to... Perfect. Okay, you look stunning. I'm gonna just get my phone and take some photos. Stay there. I don't even know where I put my phone. That's so bad. Okay, so I lost my phone. I'll find it later. Anyway, don't move. You look stunning. 10, okay? And I'm so sorry for not like visiting earlier. I've been swamped. but I will come back with better excuses. Bye. Hi, you've reached the end of the video. Please remember to like, subscribe and comment. I am sincerely very, very sorry for not posting. I really have been in a slump of sorts, and it's really sort of kicked my motivation down, and I haven't really been filming or studying or anything at all, which is terrible. But to distract you from that, I will smash out some amazing videos, hopefully, and try and get back into the swing of things. Goodbye. Sweet dreams. Bye bye.